Last time on Spooncraft. Alright, let's find ourselves a fortress. What? Yeah, my elytra's gone. I don't have my pouch either, so yeah, I lost pretty much everything. Well, I guess we got an ancient city here. I have to come back and check this out later. Not now. Not now. Well, on the plus side, I found an ancient city. And now we got enough diamonds to get a fortune pickaxe at least. Yep, that's the one. I spent the next little bit mining some diamonds. I wanted to explore the ancient city because Swift Sneak is one of my favorite enchantments, and you can only find it in an ancient city. But since I died and lost a lot of gear in the last episode, I wanted to make sure I was ready before I went back. Alright, so we got almost a stack of diamonds now. That should be able to get us our gear back. We'll be alright. Alright. I saw elytras around here somewhere. I think Hassan might have stocked some as well. Here you are. So 24 diamonds for an elytra. We'll buy one for sure. I should buy a second one, but I'm going to hold off. So we'll go back here. We for sure need the silk touch. We're going to buy Feather Falling. We're going to buy Respiration. We're going to buy Aqua Affinity. We're going to buy Depth Strider. We're going to need 12 diamonds for those. Alright, so I guess that's enough for armor. End hub? Okay. That's the one. Here we go. That looks like an Enderman farm. I just realized I don't have a sword. It's okay. Sweet. Still got 17 diamonds, so I should be able to buy most of the things I need for the sword. And I got a bunch of ender pearls now, too. But we're going to go back, and I'm going to gear up, and then we're going to do the ancient city. Let's see if I can find that Swift Sneak. There we go. Try to think of what else I really need to bring with down there. Water. That's not a bad idea. Maybe some blocks. Do I have any wool at all? That's a question. 1 diamond for a stack. Okay. I think 1 should be plenty. Because I'm only really going to use it in emergencies, right? I'll buy a second one just in case. I think it'd be faster to go to the end and portal back. Now that I know that, we're going to be doing that from now on. Alright, let's take on this ancient city. And also, I do want to note, like, I have never found an ancient city with this little effort in my life. Like, we just stumbled upon it. It's wild. Oh, I should probably not carry my lanterns in my offhand. So let's put the lanterns here. Actually, you can put them in there. Fire protection 4. All right. There's some good pants. That's evil. All right, that's 1. Dang it. That's 2. Okay, so now we're going over there. Are you kidding me, dude? That was 2 squares. That was 2 squares. That was 2 squares. I went through a lot of chests in the ancient city, and I mean a lot of chests. The wardens were a little grumpy, but I think there's something on the server that shortens the time it takes for them to go back underground. It wasn't really an issue. That was sloppy. So sneak 3, we got it. All right, we can get out of here. All right, so we need to build a sword. I should maybe get my nether crown going too, but that's not really priority. I can get the rest of my main gear going though. I'll get a sword, and I guess it'll be a little bit before I get a bow going. I finally got all of my stuff back, and it's even better than ever, and now we can get back to finishing up the build. Let's head back to base. All right, so we're finally back in the base. We got all kitted out. We did a little bit more mining, and I got my swift sneak. I got all the things. We got our gear completely done up, with the exception of not having thorns, but that's okay. I did put thorns on my chest piece. And yeah, but we're back to where we were. I even picked up some more diamonds, and we even got swift sneaks. We're doing better than we were before. We'll just have to get some netherite down the road, but I think we'll be all right. You know, like that's not too much to do. But I got a bunch of stuff too while we were mining. So this is all of like the basic items. But you know, we got quite a few skulk sensors, so maybe I could do something with those. We got some other just resources, basic ores and stuff. I got some more wool for the next time I decide I want to go back down there. There's still quite a few diamonds to mine, so I might go back down there and hit that up. And then this is all of the good stuff that we got so far. A bunch of music discs, including some of the ones that we got that are unique to this server. So we already heard this one in a previous video, but I'm definitely going to have to take some time to sit down and check each of these out. And then, yeah, we got some enchantment books. We got a Swift Sneak one that maybe we can trade or upgrade later. We got some armor trims, some golden apples, a name tag, which we're going to need to name the Happy Ghast. We also got some diamond horse armor. We got some disc fragments, echo shards. Might see if I can find a couple more disc fragments so we can make that cursed disc as well. A bunch of leads too, some compasses, and a bunch of books. So if I want to do an enchanting setup, we got most of what we need right here. And then we also got a few more resources from mining. So I've got almost a full shulker's worth of cobble deep slate. We got some regular deep slate as well. I got some tuff, some gravel if I want to make some more concrete or something later. Then we got some dirt, which, you know, it's always good to have extra dirt on hand. So far we're doing pretty good, but I gotta finish up the build. So that's what we're gonna work on from here on out. Now that we got ourselves all situated, it's time to get going. Alright, so we're pretty much done with the build. I did the interior as well, but decided the best way to present that would be with a tour. So let me show you around. Alright, so if you fly in the front here, this will take us into my main storage room. I've got several chests that are labeled, as well as some extra barrels in the floor if I need some extra room to store things. We got our super smelter against the back wall here. It's nothing too special. I've only got 7 furnaces, so it's not crazy, but we can power our fuel by turning this on. And then we can also put in whatever we need to smelt up in this top one here. And it'll just go, and everything eventually gets brought to this chest right here. So pretty simple setup, pretty easy to use, and it gets the job done for sure. Over here, we've got our crafting area. These 2 empty spots here where I like to put shulkers when I want to load things up and prepare for a build. I've also got a few other workstations over here. Nothing too crazy, but just something that I can grab if I need to. I also got an infinite water supply right here as well, so I can fill up some bottles if I want to do some quick alchemy here, or if I want to fill up some buckets, I can do that as well. We also got an ender chest in the corner, as well as a ender portal that takes us to the roof of the nether. Now over here we got a honey block elevator. This works with the bubble column inside. You can just push a button and it'll take you up to the next floor. So here is my main living area. We got ourselves some seats, couch over here. We got a little loft bedroom area up here with a few extra things in case I die. I can respawn and grab what I need. Also got an extra ender chest here. I did pick up an extra elytra, by the way, so we do have that on hand if we need it. Now, if we go back this way, this will take us into our dining area. I got a little bit of a table set up here. And then back this way is the kitchen. So we got our little prep area here. We got a sink and a oven with a stovetop. So, and then we got a fridge over here. You know, just kind of a simple little interior. I didn't have a ton of space, but I wanted to make it cozy, and I think it worked out pretty well. Now, if we go through here, I have another hallway that leads down to this end. This is kind of like a jumping off point. If I want to go north, I can head this way. If I want to go east here, if I want to go west, I come out here. South is facing out the other end. But I don't really know what else to do with this room. So if you get ideas, let me know. I really just kind of left it empty because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do here. So you got some ideas, let me know. And yeah, we'll see what we can do with this space. I got another guest bedroom over here. This also has a balcony that allows you to see out the western side of the build. But I am in a snow biome, so there's not really a lot to look at over there. And then I got an extra door here that'll take us outside if we want to go up on the roof area. Hi there. All right, so finally I got one more floor up top. This is my alchemy area. I've got a setup for some actual brewing, so I can get a lot of brewing going on right here. It's not an auto brewer, but it does the job where I can just put what I need lined up in here, and then it'll craft. I got a few extra resources in here, as well as a water source down there for bottles. We got a few extra books over here just for decoration. And then we got a little spot to grow our nether warts. Over here is just more detail as well. We got a little desk set up that I thought was kind of cute. So I put that together here. And then the ceiling is all filled in with gems and flowers and all that stuff. And then we have a stairway back here that leads up to the back balcony of the turret. So that's pretty much all there really is to show right now. I do have one more lower area, but right now it is just a failed gold farm. So I'm going to do something else with this. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this space, but there's enough room that I can put some things in here. So I'm not sure yet what that's going to be, but I got plenty of room to work with. So I'll do something with the space once I come up with a good idea. That's pretty much it for the tour. I do have one more thing that I wanted to do today, though, and that is name our happy guest. I'm pretty sure I got a name tag somewhere. There we are. And I did have one suggestion in the last video, but I think I want to go a different direction. So we're going to name our happy ghast Bubbles. All right, there we are. There we go. Well, I think that's going to be it for me and Bubbles today. I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out. It started off with a bit of a disaster, but we recovered, we got our armor done, and we finished up our base. And right now, everything is going swimmingly. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.